So I wrote Embracing Elderhood. First, to be able to explain to people the complicated process that it takes to do this type of elder planning for themselves or their family. Because there are legal documents, you've got to know about financial questions and answers that people will be putting to you. You've got to know about all the different levels of care and who might pay for them and who doesn't. And so when people start walking through elderhood with their parents or themselves, it becomes all kinds of different pieces that you need to know, not just what you might do with your lawyer in one document. So it does, in the book, talk about the documents that we draft, but it also talks about where you might want to live and how you would pay for that, and all of the things that go along with this elderhood. And to embrace it means that if we start talking about it and making better decisions, we don't end up by default on the wall of some nursing home. This is exactly what I feel like screaming about when I have to walk by these poor people and I can't take time to ask every single one of them, how did it turn out this way? Because I'm sure nobody intended that, right? And so it's a discussion with the family about what your future plans are, or the plans for closer than you might think, depending on when people come in. People might not start this embracing idea until some type of crisis hits, and that's what happens today. But hopefully, this younger generation, the boomers and their kids, are going to see the results of what we've not talked about and say, let's embrace our elderhood and find a way to enjoy this life by talking about it, by getting the decisions out, and by knowing what we have to work with. Whether it's good or bad, at least we would know, are there government programs that might help? Or are we going to self-finance? Or how are we going to make it through? And so it's much more than just a legal book. It helps you, and actually I wrote it as a daughter who just walked through this with her own mom and dad. And I was their caregiver for the last 3 years of their life. And being a lawyer that does this every day, it was much different being the daughter walking through it. And I learned a lot from both. And so I put them both into the book, and I wrote it in English. So anyone who thinks it was written by a lawyer will be surprised to read it and realize that it's relatively easy to understand. And I've written with a lot of heart. I wrote Embracing Elderhood so that I could help all kinds of people that are going to be coming along after me. Most of my friends haven't been through this yet. But being an attorney who's been doing this for 15 years, I was well surprised to find all the things I didn't know about walking through the system as a daughter with two parents going through it at the same time. And so I was able to explain what worked and didn't work and what the realities are about the documents we talk about and about the system with which we have to work. And so it really is, it's a comprehensive guide, and it got to be a little bit more than just legal guide because I put in my personal story. And you can find it at embracingelderhood.com or on Amazon.